What's going on, y'all? Today we got a new problem. Got a couple new problems. So I know I haven't made any videos over the weekend. I've been sick most of the weekend. But it ain't no fun being sick in that thing. But, so I need a truck. I knew it was coming. I bought this truck on purpose just to go pick this up because I didn't have a choice. Uh, but, so, yeah, the slave cylinder in the transmission for the clutch is going bad. It's not completely bad, but it's going bad, and Brother Tom ain't doing the walking. Nope. And Brother Tom ain't about to lose his truck camper either. Not at least without having something else to live in. Yeah, so Brother Tom needs a truck. And not exactly sure where that's going to come from right now. But it's going to come. It's going to happen. I'm not even worried about it because I know myself. So these are the things that you might have to deal with during nomadic life. Now, see, normally I always say to get an older truck. Well, this truck is older, but it's not old enough. See, you need something with manual everything. Manual brakes, manual clutch, everything. You don't need hydraulic, nothing. Because that's what happens when you have modern stuff. Now, this truck is fuel injected. That was a bad idea. Well, it's a bad idea for traveling anyway. Because if something happens in the fuel injection, I'm short. However, it's inline six, it's 4-speed, it's 4-wheel drive, it works. But it's just not old enough. I need something from the 70s or the early 80s. I mean, the early 80s, like 1981 or 80, somewhere in there where it's got the manual linkage for the clutch setup. So at this point, and see, I don't believe so. The perfect combination generally is inline six, stick shift, 4-wheel drive, and preferably with an extended cab. But I'm not that lucky. So I'm not back at square one again because the camper's good. But I'm like back at step 3 or 4 because literally I have about this much on the clutch right now. On the clutch pedal. The clutch is good. It's the thing that pushes the clutch in so that you can shift gears. That's bad. And it's hydraulic to make things worse. So there's 2 parts to that. There's one part on the cab of the truck that's mounted to the clutch pedal, and then there's another piece inside the damn transmission that controls it. Now, some of these trucks have it on the outside of the transmission. This ain't one of them. I'm not that lucky. And it's 4-wheel drive, and it's going to be a pain in the butt to pull this transmission out. No. We're not even going to experiment with that. I'm not doing it. Nope. Now, I was going to put an engine in here. That was my original plan because this engine has a bad bearing in it. Seems to run fine. I've put over 5,000 miles on it in the time that I've had it. So, it seems to run fine. I can't complain. For an engine that needs a bearing, it can't be a crank bearing. It's got to be a cam bearing. It's bad because otherwise it would have spun it by now. So, Brother Tom needs a truck. And it needs to be 3/4 ton or 1 ton. So, that's going on. And then, what else? What else is going on? So I still have to do the wire to power the lights on the inside the camper. I'm going to do that in a few minutes. I think I'm going to do a video on the wire in the camper. So stay tuned for that because I think it's coming. And what else? Yeah, the other issue. My rear end. I need a rear. If I keep the truck, I need a rear. Ain't that a bitch? So the rear on this thing, I thought it was, and it still could be. It still could be. It has a bad bearing. The wheel bearings are bad too. On the front right corner. Or at least so I thought. It might be the rear end has a rust hole in it. A little tiny pinhole. And it's leaking fluid everywhere. A rear for this thing costs about $200. That's not a big deal. I could probably pull that off at some point. I don't know how, but I could probably pull that off at some point. But putting it on and finding one to go to this truck, because this truck has either, I don't know, it's got one of two rears. I'm not sure which one it is, but I know that it's hard to find because they put these rears in here because this is a 6-cylinder truck. And they didn't make very many of these. Well, you can't find them is the problem. They didn't make but a handful of inline 6 F-250s with 4-wheel drive. And that's the problem, 4-wheel drive. If I didn't have 4-wheel drive, then I could easily just put any rear in here. But it's got to match the front. That's the problem. So, after confusing the hell out of y'all, because I know y'all are confused at this point, I've come to the conclusion that there's no point in trying to finagle with this thing. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not in the health to do it. I'm just not. I got to get a truck. That's what I'm doing. Getting a truck. So I got some things coming. And it's a good possibility that Brother Tom might have him a different truck in a few days. And this one might be for sale. So if anybody wants a truck that needs a lot of work, please let me know. Yeah. It's like I go through all of this. I get the tags. I get the insurance. I get the tires. I get where I need to be. And that's when something happens. It just never fails. It's like an ongoing thing with me. Now, it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm not like upset. Well, yeah, I'm upset, but I'm not, irate about it. I'm just, it's an old truck, but even it being an old truck, I knew I bought a lemon. When I got it, I knew that. I didn't think it, I knew it. I already knew what the deal was with this truck when I got it. It's no question. Oh, you know what I could do? Wait a minute now. I know what I wonder if that guy still has it. I know what I could do. So I might have just come up with a plan. It's just a matter of, will this make it to New Jersey? And then I better not take the chance, because with my luck, it'll fall apart halfway there. Oh, yeah. Damn. I have a plan, but I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to see what happens. So, yeah, that about sums it up. I'm sorry I didn't make any videos this weekend. There just wasn't much going on other than me throwing up, and I'm sure y'all didn't want to see that. So, to avoid the drama of that going on, and I mean, it was okay other than that, I guess, but just nothing really happened. This was the most boringest Memorial Day that I've ever had in my life. Right now, I'm sitting in the parking lot watching the cars go by because I can't really go anywhere. Wondering what I'm gonna do about this shit. And I tried to get into like a campground today, but that's not happening due to the fact that the campgrounds are closed still. Because I figure I could be in the campground for a week or two, and I could go make money to do the things that need to be done. Because there's a couple campgrounds over here that don't mind if you work on your thing. It's just I can't seem to get nothing done. So I'm like kind of bummed about that. I really like the truck, is the thing. I really like the truck. Really, really, really like it. It's lifted, it's full. Yeah, it's what I need. But technology issues is what it's having. And I'm not good with technology, as y'all well may know. And when my phone starts acting up, you know what I do with it? I throw it out the window. Don't believe me? Ask my ex. She'll tell you. And I don't go get another one either. I just leave it gone. I don't even replace it. I don't need this damn thing. Nobody calls me, no way. I call myself. Nobody. So I don't need a phone really. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They drag race out here all the time. That's why I'm sitting here and watching the drag race from the light here. But so yeah, I mean, the only reason I need a phone is to talk to y'all. And honestly, I like talking to y'all. Because y'all give me somebody to talk to. Because nobody else to talk to other than myself. It's not bad until you start answering them. And even then, it's not so bad. Nomadic life will do that to you. So anyway. Ooh, look at that pretty hair. Alright, so I'm going to get off of here. Probably walk over here and try to get me something to eat. But then I still got to put gas in here, and I still got to wait a few days to make some money. So we're going to see what happens, like I said, and we're going to go from there. Nurse asked me, when I went to dialysis the other day, nurse asked me, said, why you want to live in a truck camper? Bad mistake. So I turned around and asked her, why you want to live in a house? And then I went in. Why she want to live in a house? Pay all them bills. Not be able to do anything with your life because you're a slave to the system. I won't be nobody's slave. I refuse. Right now I'm a slave to this damn clutch. Ain't no fun either. But that's nomadic life for you. Some days are good and some days, and actually every day is a good day. As long as you wake up. If you don't wake up, now that might be a bad day. But as long as you wake up, it's still a good day, regardless of the dumb shit that might happen to you. It's a good day that didn't go well. That's what it is. So anyway, it's a nice day out here. I guess I'll try to enjoy what's left of it and try to get something to eat here, and I guess try to get some money circulating, because this damn thing here is about to go out, and I refuse to be stranded. At this point, I'm not. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying in this area where I can at least walk to somebody's house or something, or go to my tools or whatever I need to do. I ain't doing nothing until I figure this out. Because, so some of y'all listening, y'all talk to me regularly. Yeah, y'all know that I normally hang out, but I ain't hanging out. We ain't doing nothing because I can't do nothing, because I lose this, I'm losing everything. So yeah, I'm stuck. And if you haven't told somebody you love them today, make sure you tell them you love them, because you might not get another chance to, especially if the clutch goes out on whatever they're driving and they're in the middle of nowhere and they're about to lose it all, and Freddy Krueger or somebody comes and picks them up to rescue them. It happens. All right. right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day.